Before we leave Tartarus, we have a priestess persona. Because tomorrow is one of the few days of the second movie week that actually matter for a Max Social Links run. In fact, the person we're going to be seeing a movie with is right on screen now. And seeing as of the three people on screen now, only one of them is a social link, I think you can tell who it is. So yes, for this, we're going to be needing a priestess persona. That also gives away who it is. Okay, still tired. That's no big deal, seeing as we're actually not going to go back to Tartarus. And in fact, I think we're done with Tartarus until the next full moon. I really don't think there's much point in going anymore. I've gone ahead to the next boss off camera, and it's definitely manageable. Also, plot event now.
Man, this year's going fast. It's already second semester. Next year, I'll be a senior. That girl.
You again.
Well, I'm surprised you remember me.
Same here.
Well, you kind of stand out in that dress. So, what are you drawing?
Nothing. Why?
No reason. I was just thinking, must be nice to have something you're really into.
It's no big deal. I only draw because I like to.
Oh, yeah? Still, I'd like to see it when you're done, okay?
So, now begins a point of the game where Chunpei starts to get a lot better as a character. I have really been looking forward to this. Oh hey, Ken's not here anymore. Maybe he's downstairs. But it's not Ken we're concerned about today, obviously. It's exactly 7 days until the next... Oh, right. I know what that means. It means we're going to be getting a creepy visit tonight. Oh, he's with Koromaru. And no, not in the mood. And we already tried with him. Which apparently a commenter has pointed out to me that attempting to go to the movies with Koromaru actually counts towards his social link in the female protagonist route in Portable. So I didn't realize that. This week of movies is a lot more important for her, I guess, since she has all of C's as social links. I kind of wish that was the case for the male, but oh well. Oh. Plot twist, those band members are actually shadows all along! Okay, Yukari's here. Often Fuka's here. Yeah, he probably hasn't. Well, we already went to the movies with her, so it's no big deal that she's busy today. And, I guess this movie event was absolutely amazing. So, yeah, no going with her twice. Mitsuru we haven't done just yet, but we'll get to her relatively soon. Today, it's time for Fuka. Yeah, he's definitely looking better now that he's actually got some combat experience and did pretty decently. And yes, as you can see from here, this is not going to happen for any of the other movie events this week except for Yukari. We have a matching persona, so... I should just mention, I don't think you strictly need a matching persona for Yukari at this point. You definitely do for Fuka, so... So we're going, and we have Gunga, so that's good. I'm kind of happy with the selection of personas that I have at the moment, actually. Though there are some that I actually won't be needing for a little while. I've gone ahead and made a list of all the personas that I'll be needing for the next, again, chapter. After this full moon, we'll be back to school, so it's going to get a little more, I don't know, tightly packed, schedule-wise. They're showing hard science fiction movies. No relation to that question about the difference between soft water and hard water earlier on in the game. So, yeah, there's a lot of debate about stuff like this. From what I've read, there are some people who consider the soft science fiction to be science in name only. Yeah. The problem is that a lot of those movies tend... This is just my personal experience. A lot of those movies tend to get very dated quite quickly. Because very often, each era's idea of what the future is going to look like is radically inaccurate to what 20 or so years in the future actually turns out to be. For some reason, that boosts... Oh, right. Of course it boosts charm, because when Gary Stu is thinking about the near future when he's with a girl, he's not thinking science fiction. He's thinking, yeah, other stuff. The iron that gets rid of wrinkles on clothes is what you were focusing on there. Fusion-powered irons. I mean, then again, Fuka is the technology... basically technology geek of the team, so it makes sense she'd be interested in some kind of device like that.
Greetings.
I very much enjoyed that humorous joke about ninjas previously. Yes, and what everyone else doesn't realize is, when it's 1 week before the full moon, we get creepy visits again. I guess so? That's really all you're saying. And we already saw the news. And Junpei's here now. That's for you to discover. He seems to be acting kind of differently. Anyway, what's Mitsuru saying? Well, there is no homework in a gameplay sense, so we're pretty much fine there. And we could go to Tartarus if we wanted to, but we're tired, so no. Here's the thing, though. Having seen the movie with Fuka, we actually have access to a walk event for Koromaru that is unique. Because Fuka can go with us tonight. Now, I don't think this counts towards the social link, but seeing as she is a social link character, I'd suggest doing this just in case it does. And as always, I'm going to have a matching persona on me just in case. Again, I don't think this actually counts because with the bookstore owner, you saw the social link music notes. In these ones, you generally don't. But yeah, events like this won't happen unless you've seen the movie with this character on that date. There'll be another one of those coming up. Funny, because Koromaru was thinking of doing that exact same, and that lump of sand in the background, I just keep thinking that's a sandy gust. That's what the lower form of that's called. Haven't got around to breeding one of those yet. I don't know if that'll really end well. I mean, in general, I've found that... I mean, I don't know if they all do, but I mean, I've had experiences with dogs that absolutely hated having a bath. Just, yeah. Does not go well. Oh, hey, right on cue! Hello! Hey, I preempted you! I was waiting for the opportunity to do that. It's got pretty routine at this point, so we're no longer... Well...
I thought I'd remind you. The next full moon will be in 1 week.
We're slightly less creeped out by these visits.
Are you ready? Only a few trials remain.
Yeah, out of the 12, we've gone through most of them.
So be careful. I look forward to seeing you again.
And the only respect in which I look forward to it is if it's a death rank up, because that means better personas. Kind of funny, this playthrough is one of the first where I've actually used Death Persona as well, apart from, after I max the Link, there's a certain Death Persona that I often like using, but before then I generally don't bother, because on a max Social Links run, because they don't really help you maxing the Link, but Pale Ride has actually been pretty useful to me. Kind of weird that it's the only one of the 4 horsemen that's in this game, though. I know that in Q, and I may have already said this before, but in Q, let's just check out Tanaka. In Q, you actually make one of the horsemen by fusing the other 3. It's one of the secret fusions that the game never tells you about. Those do exist in this game, but there are very few of them. I'll be sure to point them out when they are available to us. So, what is our item of the day? Varuna braces, okay. I want to say that's wind and 2 okay, I have a bazillion yen at this point. Yeah, okay, yeah, we can kind of afford to splurge on pretty much everything, so that's fine. Question is, will that arrive before the full moon? Hopefully. I think that increases the damage that wind does. I mean, that's not going to be very helpful, because let's just say that in the next full moon, we don't want to bring Yukari at all, so not really the best. Although I do have some wind personas on Gary's too, which are probably fine to use. So today, well, like always, on the next episode of Phoenix Ranger Featherman R, episode 28, Dimensional Beast. The enemy is cute. You predicted UB01 ages before it existed. Wow. Okay then. And suddenly depressing news. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think UB01 is kind of cute. Not saying its real name due to potential spoilers, but anyway. So, now, finally, Mitsuru is free to go to the movies. So, once again, this is entirely optional. If you're concerned about needing to make up points for other social links, do not do this. This doesn't do anything, because while Mitsuru is a social link in this game, we haven't started it yet, and no points are going to count. However, here's one of those cases where having a rich friend really pays off. And Gary Stu is looking forward to the moment where said rich friend will become his rich more than friend. But fortunately for him, that won't be until very late in the game. I know I keep stressing that, but it is kind of bizarre that Mitsuru's social link doesn't start until pretty much the very end, when she's one of the first characters that you even see. Oh! Well, I was gonna say you're about to be in one, but then I realized, Gary Stu, it's not a straightforward love story at all. So yes, finally, they are showing romantic movies. Which Gary Stu has no need of help in. For some reason, that's academics. I don't know why, I feel like some of the movie boosts just don't make a lot of sense. But yeah, for some bizarre reason, that wasn't charm. I really love Mitsuru's speeches here, because, okay, so, living in a household with my sister and my mother, I was forced to sit through a lot of bad romantic comedies, so I completely understand. I've gotten very good at mocking them, so I completely understand things like this. Like, all of these contrivances that happen at the very end. That's kind of funny. That's a pretty good point, though. Yeah, very few love stories focus on what actually happens afterwards. Then again, these games, you get a social link to rank 10 and then you just forget about it. You actually can technically spend more time with social links after you've maxed their links, but because that wastes time for the purposes of this guide, we're not going to do that.
Hello.
Yeah, I had a feeling you'd be talking about something like that. Well, there is. There definitely is. I'm actually not so sure. Spears do have pretty good attack power, so I'm not really sure. I guess in terms of, like, relation to other weapons like just bludgeoning weapons, but I find spears tend to be pretty powerful for a weapon that's not stupidly slow to swing. Now, like last time, we now have a unique movie event, a unique movie-linked Koromaru Walk event with Mitsuru this time. Again, spend your night doing something else if you want. This is just purely for flavor, but because I'm pretty sure that I've kept on track with the social link schedule, I think I can afford to do this. Still, I'll reiterate, I highly recommend that you always keep a save file from this part of the game, just in case you screw up later, because this is one of the best times to make up for it. Maybe. Well, Gary still hopes it's not out of character. That's pretty much all. I will say that this is actually the event that I sacrificed on my first playthrough where I screwed up and had to draw a relationship fortune with Kaz. You know, it's going to be funny if this is Kaz now. Oh, it's not. Okay. Oh, it's Keisuke. He calls sometimes. And is it going to be... Oh, it's Fuka. Okay. I'm pretty sure that we don't accept any calls tonight, but we will be going on dates with Fuka eventually. Whereas Keisuke is one of the few that you never see on Sundays in the guide. And, I suppose since we're not tired anymore, it's time to study again. Considering that school's going to be going back in soon. But yeah, the deadline for maxing out academics is just so late in the game. Even if you're not even trying, you're probably going to max it out by then. Seeing as you're probably going to study on every night that you don't want to be in great condition, which is any time you don't go to Tartarus, because being in great condition is useless if you're not in Tartarus. Anyway. So, today is the last day of the movie festival. There is one party member we have who we have not taken to the movies yet, and now is our time. But once again, this is totally optional, because he is not a social link. First, we have another plot event.
So, we meet again, huh?
That's because you keep coming back.
I'm Junpei. What's your name? You live around here? Hey, wait, your hand. I said wait, you're hurt.
What is it with you? Why don't you mind your own business?
But you're bleeding, for crying out loud. Come on, show me your hand. You need to put some pressure on it.
Why are you in such a panic?
Are you crazy? Anyone would freak out over this. You need to see a doctor. You want me to go with you?
You're weird. Chidori.
Huh?
That's my name. You asked, right, Junpei? I'm almost done with the picture. I doubt you'll understand it. But if you want to see it, then you know where to find me.
And, well, yeah, nothing much to do except see this movie. I think there are a few things available to do today if you want to skip on that, but I want to see all the movie events. Also, this one's pretty funny. I think it's kind of clear who we're going to be seeing the movie with. I wonder if Mitsuru has any unique comments, seeing as we've actually been to the movies with her now, and she doesn't seem like she's even here. Okay. Children will return tomorrow for the new term. No! You know the period that I always hated when I was at school? The period where shows on TV would start showing back-to-school ads. Yeah, from like office suppliers going like, get all your notebooks, pens, I don't miss. Always an ominous reminder that the fun of holidays was about to end. And the pain would begin once more. To get rid of those setbacks, we suggest the rest of the broadcast is... Oh, there's Mitsuru, okay. Well, I'm sure Gary Sue loves it. So, today... Is Yukari saying anything new? Okay, so we've already been to the movies with her, so now would be kind of annoying for anyone who'd missed the earlier opportunity and thought that today would be another one, but it is not. Is Igus gonna say anything? Wow, nice! I completely forgot about that! Oh, that's amazing. Anyway. Yep, it's time to go to the movies with Ken. Except he's not going to say that he wants to or anything. Just actually wondering whether it's possible to have Ken's social link started by this point on the female protagonist route. I know that in the female protagonist route, Ken is the one who requires max courage. Yes, that means you have a longer deadline for it. So today, they're showing superhero movies. I'm not a fan of this kind of thing. Being tsundere towards your hobbies. A trait of many memorable characters, including one stuffy prosecutor. And it's already max, but oh well. And it's not like I like those kind of things or anything. Thing is, though, we actually don't have a nighttime walk with Koromaru for Ken after that movie. And it's Monday, so there's not much we can do at the mall at night, so...
Welcome back.
Really? I actually don't know what to do. We could just go back to the room and study. We could talk to Junpei, because he often has some interesting things to say. Ha! Maybe Gary Sue should try and steal that waifu for himself. Anyway, I should probably save here, because I've got a few days without doing that. So this might seem weird, but I've got Queen Nav equipped, and I think there's something that we can do tonight. Something that may kind of help. Thing is, despite being a random persona that I just picked up in shuffle time, I could easily make a... Well, actually, I can't, because Lovers is only at rank 1, but, oh well. Could probably fuse a better one anyway, but I'm actually going to be using this primarily for the next boss fight for one certain attribute of it. Because of that, to make up for it getting no social link bonus, I'm thinking of going to Game Panic and using the arcade games there. I actually want to check something too. Am I fine on items? I think I have enough items, but I'll just check. I mean, I've got tons of money at the moment. And I don't really care that it's not a sale. We never need that again for the entire game, so no point buying more than 4. I've got lots of Disc Charm. Me Patra Gems are good. For some reason, I have 17 muscle drinks. Revival B. Okay, 17 is pretty much enough, and... You know, I'll get 7 more of these. Sometimes I like making my item numbers an even multiple of 10. I've been doing it in Pokemon games lately as well. Just want to check to see if anything useful is available here for now. I think I checked here... I think this might be the first time I'm checking with the new personas that I've fused. Let me just see what you can get out of the new ones, like Orobus. Evade Ice Medium, okay. Nata Taishi is Counter Physical Medium odds. That's actually pretty good on Igus. Gunga, Evade Fire Medium. Mothman, Poison... Seiryu, Auto Rakukaja, not bad, and good power too. In fact, Auto Rakukaja on Igus is great. In fact, I don't think I actually need Temperance again for... Okay, I do think we see him soon, but after that we don't need Temperance again. Already done that one. What does Queen Mab do? Charm Resist, as I expected. Virtue is Evade Wind Medium. I actually don't need Virtue at all, so I can actually quite easily do that. And Flauros is Auto Sukukaja. I'd like a better Auto Tarukaja weapon now that I think about it, but can't really make that. Evade Wind Medium. Ah, that's Junpei's weakness, and I don't have any Nile weapons for two-handed swords. So, yeah, I'm not sure. But let's see what happens if, okay, I can make one bead chain. I can get a lot more purifying rice and a few more curse papers. Might as well do that, actually. So, I'll just get 3 purifying rice, and I guess 1 curse paper. Okay, we can make more of these. Always good to have more of these on you. Definitely. I'm going to make sure that I have 5. And I can get magic mirrors and attack mirrors. I already have a few of these. I can make 1 more of each. I've got enough of those, enough of those. I don't have any protection suit. I may as well make 2 of these. 1 Negado gem. Treosto gem, I've got enough of them. These, I never find myself using the battle escape techniques that often, and then these are all date items. So I think I'm all set for that. I'm going to need to go to the police station at some point soon too. So what can we do here? We can do print club, we can do punching bag, and that's all. Oh, dang it. Well, I miscalculated that. Queen Mab is not going to benefit from the punching bag at all, unless I randomly decide to use normal physical attacks. Actually, she might. Let's go ahead and do that. It's a bit of a waste of 2,000 yen, but it may very slightly help, so I'm going to do it. And tomorrow we're going to come to what is possibly the longest single day that we've ever had in the playthrough. Don't worry, being tired for it will not do anything. And I meant longest single non-combat day. And yay, no tiredness, okay.